Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with something a little bit different. Yes, of course the F2 career mode has come to an end now, but you know, I had so many funny clips from this series that I really wanted to just go back through today. I thought we'd do something a little bit different, and here is a montage of all the best and worst moments from the F2 Oscar Piastri career mode. Maybe it'll return with a season in the Alpine very soon. You guys will have to wait and see. But yeah, for now, enjoy 30 minutes worth of F2 carnage, chaos, and everything in between.
Team recommending a new strat? Don't think we'll go with that, thank you. Worried now that Schwartzman wants to pit lap 5.
Yellow flag.
Ooh, yellow flag's out as well. Who up the road's got issues? Let's just wait and see. Not Jack Aitken again, not one of the Carlins. With a bit of luck anyway. It is. Oh, it's one of the high-techs. Well, I think that is Yuri Vips that might be out of the race here. Look at this. It's Liam Lawson, out of the final race of the weekend there. But that's created a massive train through the final couple of corners. And now everyone trying to jockey for position here. As Dan Tickton, Felipe Drugovich, Guan Yu Zhou, Schwartzman, Aitken and myself there. There's two cars trying to peel into the pit lane as well. What on earth is going on? Look at this. We've got 4-5 wide contact with my teammate Robert Schwartzman there backing towards turn 1. There's everyone trying to make up moves there. We try and do the up and under on our teammate on the exit of the first corner there. This is creating carnage here in the final race of the weekend there. A little bit of contact with Dan Tickton, but I think we both get away with that one and live to fight another day. But we're suddenly up at a P13 of the race, but this is not done just yet. Look at that, 3 cars up to the inside wall there as they try to make gains on each other there. Our teammate trying to look back up the inside. We have to give him the room right in the very last moment there, but luckily Schwartzman thinks better of that one there, as now we've got both you and I virtuoses just in front of us going side by side. We're going to have a look at the inside of Dan Tickton and just about pull off that one. So now I'm at a P12 out of nowhere. Sato really slow as we head through the hairpin, in towards the hairpin there. Oh, big lock up though. And somehow that time round, we hold on to the back end there. That was full opposite lock as Sato tried to move around a bit more in the braking zone than I was a fan of. We're going to return the favour though up the inside. Sato tried to turn in on me. It's all getting very feisty late on in just the first sprint race of the year there. But we're now up at a 15th place. And Tickton already over a second up the road, but this one already is a bit more personal, as I think that's Jack Aitken trying to look at the inside of Sato as well, and he's pulled off the move. We're here in Baku, and it is gonna be lights out, and away we go. Actually, not a bad start there as we get stuck behind Roy Nassani, nowhere left to go in towards turn 1, so we're trying to look down around the outside of a few cars if possible there, and that's actually worked out really nicely. Around the outside of Lundgaard and Ralph Boschung. As always, everyone just Constantina and up in towards turn 2 there. A little bit of contact with Guilherme Samaya, but we will make the move work up the inside. It's now going to be a drag race between myself and the Charu driver as we head down the back straightaway. Are we going to add another overtake to our Guilherme Samaya list so far this year? Looks like we have, as everyone up the road just darting for track space there as we head in towards the next couple of twisty 90-degree corners here. First left-hander, first right-hander even, I should say, of the lap there. And we actually get a nice run 3 wide with Drugovich and Jack Aitken. But again, round the outside seems to be the key. Oh, we got yellow flags out as well. Oh, looks like someone's gone round. I think it's Bent Viscal. Has he had issues or has he looped it? I think he's caused a roadblock. Rolling on board then with Bent Viscal as we head through in towards Sector 2, and his Trident just catches a slide, can't overcorrect. And the MP Motorsport car's nowhere to go. The ART as well in there, and that's been a roadblock here at the Monaco Grand Prix, and nothing any of them can do. Surely that's a safety car. Yeah, we got yellow flags everywhere at the moment. Oh, we got another car going slowly, and there is a safety car.
The safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stopped vehicles on the track.
David Beckman's braking down at the same time there. As you can see, his car just completely goes up in smoke. But yeah, that's predicted. We're going to have to see a safety car here in Monaco. Was almost not concentrating on, almost stacking in the wall by himself. And he's sort of run on the exit short shifting. Try and get the power down though. You've really got to try and keep the turbo spooled in these Formula 2 cars. It is super important there. It's slow in, fast out. This is where we've been able to make a couple of moves work so far today. And look at that immediately. Slingshotting ourselves alongside Felipe Drugovich there as we head through the S's once more. He's going to give me a big old squeeze through the next part there, but wheel to wheel with Felipe Drugovich. To the inside we go. Surely now this is a done deal. Way too deep though. Into the corner, Drugovich. Oh, big contact there as Felipe Drugovich tried to close the door. How have we both kept it pointing in the right direction? This might allow Daruvala and Dan Tickton there. Look at Tickton, we can't stop the run. Coming from the Carlin man down in towards the final corner of this race. Are we going to be able to hold it around the outside of Dan Tickton? It might be a drag race down towards the start-finish line here, and I think Dan Tickton's had us. He's completely mugged us right at the very end. GG's. The best run as we head out onto the first part of the back straights. Let's see if we're going to be close enough there. Armstrong has been very quick down the speed trap all day long there as Jack Aitken just a little bit further up the road, but Armstrong aware of us, going defensive this time round. Can we do the old up and under on the Kiwi man there as we head out onto the second back straight? And look at that, we've got the power down. We are going to have to be on the outside though, as it's going to again be a drag race. The battle of the ponies between myself and Marcus Armstrong there. He hasn't got the DRS though, so that's going to be a nice simple move as we head in towards the final sector of the final lap of sprint race number 2 there. Do not do what we ended up accidentally doing yesterday here. It's not been the most eventful race in the world this second sprint. We've just picked cars off slowly and surely. Maybe we can have a look at the inside in towards the chicane. We've got to stick all over the back of Guilherme Samaya here, and it looks like we have done that as we head down this little tunnel section here in towards the chicane. Up the inside we go, and we just about, only just, keep it between the white lines there, and that is Samaya disposed of. Guilherme Samaya really struggling through the hairpin. No idea, Codis, that definitely is something that needs to be fixed with these F2 cars here. But are we about to see a replication of what we were able to do at the end of Sprint Race 1 here, all over the back of Guilherme Samaya, as we head down in towards the chicane, and pretty much a carbon copy of what we did to the Brazilian in Race 1 there. Up the inside, Charm here at Monaco. Are we going to be able to go for a third send on the Brazilian there? We get a pretty good run out in towards the tunnel here. We're gaining back in ever so slightly on the Shrew. Thank you very much, and the cleanest of the lot, I reckon.
Nice moves.
We stay close though. Come on, we can't do this 4 times to the poor man in one weekend. Oh, we're getting close. Oh, come on. Guilherme Samaya. I even want to see him defend from this, because it's just every single time we get close to him in this Grand Prix. Up the inside we go. Bit of a lock-up that time, but I genuinely feel a bit sorry for him.
Nice overtake.
All over the back of Teo Porcher as we head back down towards 1 here. Whoa! Big move there from Teo Porcher, and we completely lock up and end up into the side of Yuri Vips there. Massive apologies to him, but Teo Porcher moving around in the braking zone. They're trying to stop us from going for a move, and somehow we've accidentally pulled off a double overtake here. We got Porcher having a look back up the inside. I think we're 3 wide as we get to the top of the hill there, but not a fan of that from Teo Porcher. I said about how we've had a couple of good battles with him, but that one was way over the line. Had to dodge him in towards the first corner there, full locked up, and just nowhere we could go. And poor Yuri Vips was certainly the unluckiest in that situation there, clean out in front of this group, and he will face the ultimate consequence there of a lot of front wing damage there. Don't know if there's side pod damage actually on the F2 cars. Looks like you can, but I think we've got away with 2022. But are we going to be able to get a run on the current Carlin man as we head back down the start-finish straight? This time round, Daruvala doesn't go defensive on us. Make sure we don't go over that pit entry line. And are we going to be able to get cleanly by? I think we just about are. We'll give him room. Try to give him a big squeeze on the way in, but again, we run way too deep. Oh! Jan Daruvala into the back of us on the exit of turn 1 there. That's going to give him some big front wing damage. And you can see immediately how much time that's going to cost him as we head out of turn 1 there. And apologies to Jan, but really, you know, he could have done a better job trying to avoid us on the exit of the corner here. We're going to have to go for a send now as Daruvala goes defensive around the outside. Oh, Daruvala wallops the inside wall. He's taking a hash at that.
Concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
But yeah, not too sure how to feel about that one. I mean, we clearly made a little bit of a mistake there, but he did go into the back of me on the exit of turn 1. On the exit once more there. But we are going to be within DRS range of Jack Aitken. Of course, he's going to have no DRS to defend himself with as we head down the back straight for the final time this weekend from the Sochi Autodrome. Are we going to be able to get a run on Jack Aitken? Is he going to go defensive on me? No, he's not. We're going to have a look to the inside. Oh, but Jack Aitken's having none of it. Completely turns in on me there. Big controversial contact between myself and Jack Aitken there. Can we do the up and under, though? In towards the final few corners. He's going to try and defend with all his worth. Can we do the switchback? Just like we did to Liam Lawson in sprint race number 1 there. We can't put the power down this time round on Jack Aitken, and in towards the final couple of corners. He defended so aggressively, but Jack Aitken comes through, and he's going to win the feature. That we didn't nudge the wall that time round, but again, all over the back of Larim Zendelli here. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. Hopefully we're going to be all over the back of Lawson in just a moment, but Zendelli, nothing he can do to defend from it. We set fastest lap of the day as well. Make sure we get it slowed down in towards someone there. A bit of a bog down on the exit as well. Zendelli, I think, tried to look for it. He's going to continue to try and look for it. What a send from Larim Zendelli there, and that was proper F2 at its absolute most brutal there. Zendelli having nothing to say about that one. We could not do anything there, but we are going to be able to get a run again on him in towards the next corner. And unfortunately, we're not going to quite do the same. Zendelli takes P2. I've got to try and rejoin the road there as Tictum runs into the side of me. Looks like we hold on to the position for now. But have we given our second card of the weekend damage? I think we might have. And that one, I think I can more than admit, was probably my doing. In towards Maggotts and Beckett's once more. Of course, I definitely know this iconic set of corners. Oh, big wobble on the way in there. Accidentally kind of spat us over the inside curb. But down into third gear to get the rotation. Oh, try and put the power down. Come on, hold on to it. Hold on to it. And all that hard work we've done so far is going to completely go down the drain as we drop back down behind Bent Viscal here. Are we going to see Dan Tictum have a look as well? We've got grass on the tyres, so we've got to be careful. Dan Tictum's still trying to make it work there, but lucky we're able to hold on to that and keep it pointing in the right direction. We've lost 3 places, but not a huge amount of time to make a difference there as we try and roll on the power out onto the back straight. Yeah, I would love to finish the season with a pole here. You know, this weekend, you know, we're going to give it our all still, but we are going to have to play it safe. You know, Lawson has been on a very good run of form. I'm intrigued to see who's actually going to come out on top between him and Fittipaldi, as that's not going to help us out. I've never had that before on F1 2021. Looks like the DRS is jammed open in qualifying. I genuinely didn't know that was possible on this game, so yeah, this qualifying session might be about to go really bad. 2 there, but catastrophic understeer through the penultimate corner. Looks like Felipe Drugovich is going to put the thing on pole. So we've got nothing with that DRS jammed open. It is going to be last on the grid then for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hopefully we won't get anything like that during the race. Through the old turn 1, and this will be where his tyres will start to bleed as he tries to sit close through the S's there. Down 1 gear through the first, down another gear through the second there. Get it rotated over that curb, and we haven't hit the apex through the final part there. We do run a little bit wide out onto grass, and that might be the open invitation that Bent Viscal needs here. Look at the run he's going to get. We force him to the outside, down the hanger straightaway here. Just 1 more sector to go of the British Grand Prix. Give him the room on the outside like he's done with us there. We just about... Oh, there's contact in towards the final couple of corners. This has been a fantastic race with Bent Viscal, but do what he did to us. Park it on the apex of the final corner there, and round in the final turn, we finally win. Still throws me off from time to time the fact that Charouz has got a Tesla logo on the back of it. Of course, not that Tesla, it must be added. But closing in now on Guilherme Samaya once more. Going to try and go for a big brave move this time round there. Going for the Verstappen style move in the end. Samaya spots it though and backs out. And that was a beautiful little send on Guilherme Samaya, if I do say so myself. Now up into 10th place then of this race. Borchera and Vips just up the road. We need to beat Vips in this one. We need to push him out of the points as all. Samaya, got to give him the room. Force him to the outside though, and yeah, we do hang on. Through turn 16 though. Big snap of oversteer there on the exit. Are we going to be able to get the run though on our teammate Robert Schwartzman as we head through the final couple of turns? Looks like we are going to be able to do it once more, and this is exactly what we need early on in this race there. Schwartzman tries to go defensive. Yuri Vips going even faster though at the front. He is checked out at the front of this field there, but look at the drag race between myself and Schwartzman back in towards turn 1. And Schwartzman again wants nothing to do with it. We actually run a bit too deep in towards turn 1 there, so it looks like our teammate is going to come back at us in towards turn 2. So he takes a lot of curb there, so we'll do the up and under. Oh, big snap of oversteer on the exit. Both of us making small errors here and there, but we have made it past the number 1 car, and the number 2 is now ahead of the number 1 for P12. Is Schwartzman going to come back at me again? Yes, he is. Robert Schwartzman, this is a great battle with our teammate. Make sure we give him the room. And now I think we've fully pulled this one off in Formula 2. But can we get a nice run out of the Alboreto curve there? We almost did before the back end decided it was going to try and fight against us there. Maybe just pushing it a little bit too hard. As now we're tucked in the slipstream of Teo Porcher. Everyone drag racing back down towards someone. Are we going to see high-tech side by side again? Porcher goes defensive. He might potentially have a look up the inside of Sato. He does have a look up the inside of Sato, as we almost made it 3 wide there, but didn't want to Max Verstappen it on the exit of the corner there. And Teo Porcher has gone from defending from one car to overtaking the next. That is pretty well done. But hopefully we're going to see him in our mirrors once more there, as yellow flags have gone. It's definitely... is it Sharoons? I'm not really 100% sure, I'll be honest. I think it's Samaya, but I could be wrong. Anyway, he's into the pits though, so I don't think it's a failure. Just some technical gremlins. Oh, Lawson, look at that. Sits on the exit of the corner there to the outside of the Red Bull. Or the high-tech, sorry, I should say. To the inside we go. Thanks, I guess. I mean, we were there for a few seconds before he completely pinched me. A little bit of front wing damage though. That shouldn't cost us too much, but... yeah, when do we pit in this Grand Prix? That's the next question. We can, yeah, try and get a podium on the board here. But 5 red lights then on the grid for the Italian Grand Prix. And it is going to be a very long hold, but lights out and away we go. Oh, a very, very good start once more there as we try to immediately look past Yuri Vips. But look at Jan Daruvula down around the outside in towards turn 1 there. Sorry, that's Liam Lawson, as all 3 Red Bull back cars there trying to swamp us in towards the first corner. Yellow flags already out there as Teo Porcher gets caught out on the inside. We'll put the power down, and we haven't gained, we haven't lost anything off that start there. Lawson and, Porcher and Vips, I don't think, have moved too much there. Porcher losing a couple of spots there, but that was a bit crazy off the start of the race as we try not to run into the back of Vips. Oh, Staruvula immediately wallops that inside curb through turn 4 there. It was a mistake we saw a couple of the drivers make yesterday, and that's already given the runners up the road there a little bit of a lifeline. But this now all over the back of Teo Porcher as we head out onto the back straight for the penultimate time then in this race. Are we going to get any sort of run on the young Frenchman?
On track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
No idea what's going on behind us in this race, but look at that Porcher really, really struggling. Why do the F2 cars do this? In towards Sector 3 there, just braking early, and again, that's going to be a pretty simple move up the inside there. But now just over 1 lap to go then of this race, and we've just got Lawson and Sato in front of us. Could we do the impossible from 9th on the grid to potentially try and take home this race victory? We had a brilliant sprint race out in Monza where we were able to carve our way back through the field after a big, big mistake early on, and if anything, that's just given us so much confidence to push.
Final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 4.7 seconds.
4 seconds the gap to Schwartzman behind, but to be honest, I don't really care about that. Sato, one final time. He's now going to have a look for a move up the inside of Lawson there. They squeeze each other in towards turn 1. I locked the rears up behind him, worried that I was potentially going to go back into Lawson there through turn 1. Sato has to back out of it though this time round. Are we going to be able to get a run through turn 3 there? To the inside of the Trident we go. We're going to try and take the opportunity, if we can, to the inside. And we're now up into P2 then of this race. Is all coming together late on here. And now Liam Lawson is the only car between us and potential race victory in the first sprint of the weekend here in Formula 2 Russia. Oh, big, big lock up at the rears again there. It kind of fires you in towards the apex there as we head through Sector 2, drifting the car around. Tyres now starting just to bleed a little bit more than they have done through a lot of this race. But of course, Lawson is not going to have any DRS to defend himself here. We don't get the best run though out onto the back straightaway, but we're gaining there. You can see the Rodin logos getting bigger and bigger in front of us as we head down the back straightaway here. Lawson, are we going to be close enough to go for a move? Not quite there, I don't think, but can we stick close through the final few corners then of this race. There's surely going to be nowhere now that we can try and look for a move on Liam Lawson there as we head in towards the final couple of corners of the race. Look at that, we found some grip. Are we going to be able to have a look to the inside of Lawson there? He leaves the door open for me. We get the car to the inside and final corners of this race then. Just keep it clean, keep it tidy through the final corner, and we take it. Rolling on the power then out onto the back straight, all over the back of Guilherme Samaya there as activating the DRS. Let's just see if we can try and get a run on the Brazilian here. One last overtake for nostalgia as much as anything else, Guilherme. To the inside we go. Gonna go late on the brakes there. He really tried to squeeze me, but good defensive play from Samaya. Not quite good enough though. He did a really good job there, forcing us so hard to the inside and then rotated back over to the outside of the corner. But we do still make the move work, and yeah, one more time in F2 2021, but hopefully, yeah, that'll be the last one. Get away with that. And now we've got to try and really get all over the back of Lawson, heading through Maggots and Beckett's here, attacking the curbs, getting on the wheels towards the grass. Through there, just trying to find any sort of time and momentum we can there. Lawson, though, feeling the pressure as we head down the hangar straight. We're both closing in on David Beckman here. Are we going to be able to look for a move up the inside of Lawson? We go. Get it slowed down. He finds the grip right on the outside. We give him a big old squeeze, just about giving him the space on the exit of the corner there. Oh, he tries to give me a squeeze himself as we go completely opposite lock through the penultimate corner there. Even more contact as Lawson tried to turn into the apex with a Prema on his inside, and we do take the podium. For the final sprint then of the year here in Abu Dhabi. Waiting on those 5 red lights, and it is going to be long hole but lights out, and away we go. As that's not been the best start in the world as we head down in towards turn 1. Boschong as well, plenty of contact actually as we head down in towards turn 1 there. Got completely boxed in, and I think Schwartzman's bad weekend goes from bad to worse there. As a tiny bit of front wing damage for our teammate then. Nothing any of us could really do. Boschong, I think, broke, yeah, a little bit earlier than I was expecting, but even if he hadn't, Schwartzman was going to go into me there, as somehow we've come out of it scot-free. Going to try and keep the nose up the inside of Raul Boschong there as we head down in towards the next chicane. Back up the inside of Vent Viscal as well there, as now we've got all 3 championship rivals there. Fittipaldi, I think, Fittipaldi is now mathematically out of it. 47 points back with 44 points available. But yeah, the 3 championship protagonists, 11th, 12th and 13th, does stick around the outside of our teammate there, as we immediately are going to try and put one back on Carl, and then to the outside of Dan Ticktum. Had a brilliant battle with him in the first sprint race yesterday. To the outside of him as well. Look at that, he went up the inside of our teammate Robert Schwartzman there. We had to try and avoid our teammate on the exit of the corner there, and somehow out of all of that, we're all exactly back where we were as we went into it. But trying to look now to the inside of Dan Ticktum, as Schwartzman is just getting owned by these Carlins off the start there. Now Dan Ticktum has made the move work on our teammate as well though. We're going to try to look to the inside of Schwartzman. Oh, it's getting very, very close between myself and our teammate there, but up the inside we go. And that was, I'm more than happy to put my hand up and admit, completely my fault in that situation. Was not intending to make a move work up the inside of Dan Ticktum there. On the second weekend in a row, we've had contact with the Carlin. He's not going to quite get close enough in this first sprint race of the weekend there. Park it down into the apex. It's heartbreak for our teammate Schwartzman, who was really, yeah, probably eyeing up to start from pole or P2 in the second sprint of the weekend there. But we've somehow, right from the very back of the field here, I mean, it's really turned into a race of 2 halves. Oh my god. Oh my god. We locked the rears. I've done it a couple of times this weekend. How on earth we didn't pick up any front wing damage from that, I'll never know. But Lawson is going to take the first first win of the weekend there. Daruvala is going to claim P10, and that is heartbreaking for us. And what does it mean for the championship? The drive of the season from myself there, as we now try and close up to Felipe Drugovich in towards the final sector of the lap. If we want any sort of a chance, we need to get a good run out of here on the Brazilian there. Tip it in. Oh, look at the grip we've got all over the back of Felipe Drugovich here. Are we going to be able to get any sort of run on the exit of the corner here? We are going to be gaining on the UNI Virtuosi there. No, he goes defensive to the outside. We have to go. Azor Drugovic, what a move to the inside somehow. No contact there, and I'll put my hand up and admit that was accidental. But up into 8th place we go. Final corner, Bent Viscal takes the dub, and we somehow make it work, and it's 8th. But fingers crossed today we can just keep it clean and tidy and take this Constructors' Championship. 5 red lights, actually not a very long hold at all there. Kind of took me by surprise, but it is going to be lights out and away we go for the final time this year as we head down in towards turn 1. Not really too sure which line to take there as they go 3 wide through the first corner. Guan Yu Zhou might be hung out to dry. There's Win. I'm going to try and muscle our way in up the inside of Zhou, and Alessio Deleda there is around the outside through turn 3 on the pair of them. So decent at the start and the end, up 2 places. Let's try and make that 3 known. Asani. Oh, what's going on there? A lot of contact with Deleda as he tried to get past me again. How on earth is that possibly our fault there? Deleda crashed into the side of me, and we get a warning for a collision there. But up the inside of Lundgaard and Asani there as they were caught too busy battling each other. Come on then, Liam Lawson. Let's see what you've got. Really attacking the curbs now. Trying to make this circuit as wide as possible. Honestly, it's reminding me of Mansell versus Senna all those years ago. But again, we're all over the back of the Rodin Parts sponsored car there. Up the inside again. No. Lawson just has enough at the moment to try and hang on as we try and put the power down. Monaco Grand Prix, and this one could either end in heartbreak or the hero play here in the Monaco GP. Let's just wait and see if anything opens up there as we head out of turn 1. Up the hill, through Sandevot, through all of these little kinks there as you dance between the walls. Flatten out, get on the brakes just before you reach the crossing there. And you can see you again just gaining in on Liam Lawson here. Try and put the power down on the exit of Casino Square. Avoid the bump as again just we've got so much extra confidence under braking at the moment. Had a look up the inside in towards the hairpin there. Couldn't put the power down though, and Liam Lawson that time round actually gets a pretty good run on the exit of the corners. I just think desperation starting to creep in just a little bit for us at the moment there. We're going to be nowhere near close enough this time round to have a send in towards the chicane here. But Liam Lawson, is he going to do enough here in the Monaco Grand Prix, or are we going to get any sort of invitation elsewhere on this lap there? Out in towards to back there. Brake just at the 50-meter board. They're down 1 gear. You can see how much we're attacking on the way through the swimming pool chicane. They're practically pushing him along as we head on the exit there. And look at that, Lawson makes just a little bit of a mistake as we head in towards La Rascasse here. Around the outside we go, side by side into the final corner of the Monaco Grand Prix there. Lawson keeps the nose there, and we can't put the power down, and Lawson's going to take it. Coming into this race weekend there, that we really do believe now we're going to have a good shot at the title. But of course that can turn around very, very quickly in his Carlin just in front of me. You've got to look forward rather than looking back at the moment. Is up the inside of the Carlin. We go a little bit of a lock-up, but yeah, we are just feeling it this weekend. Vibing with the car, vibing with the tyres, vibing even with the track. And up to P7 then by the end of lap 1. 3 places gained. Our teammate Schwartzman up in P3 there, as it is, yeah, of course, Yuri Vips who leads the way. As I say that, Tictum's actually going to come back at me in towards turn 1. Actually pretty brave. Oh, big lock up there from you can't go through those tyres. Where am I going? Oh, that's been a horrible. I am lost for words there as to what has happened in this race. Tictum locked up rammed me in towards turn 1 there. All the orange bollards are labelled the wrong way around, and as we tried to get back on the track there, didn't want to rejoin dangerously, and have just completely dropped the rear end. I said less than a lap ago how it can all turn around so quickly. As we get ready to start the final lap then here from the second sprint race of the weekend. Lundgaard has dropped way back. We got yellow flags out. Someone's got issues further back down the order, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment because we could potentially be on for our second race victory here in just 2 weekends. Ralph Boschung out of the race there. Not what the Campos driver would have wanted, but are we going to get close enough to Drugovic? There is a fastest lap. Down into the 29s we go. Drugovic, though, still in the lead. He's going to go defensive. Back down towards someone. They're bouncing off the rev limiter in towards the first corner. Is the Brazilian going to be able to hook it up there? He tries to give us a squeeze over the inside curb. We can't get the run out of the first chicane there, so we're going to have to sit back once more and try and just hang close to him. We might be able to get a run down in towards the Ascari chicane there. That's one of my strongest places on the lap, but we have to stick close through probably my worst couple of corners of the lap, and that is this chicane there. You can just see Drugovic always able to seem to get the nose tipped in through the second part there. Much, much better than I can behind him. Perhaps the dirty air just coming into effect there, but half a second back from the Brazilian as we head through the exit of the Lesmos there. Are we going to be able to get a run down in towards the Ascari chicane here? We're certainly going to be close here. Is it going to be Drugovic? Is it going to be Oscar Piastri that takes home the dub? We can't do anything with the yellow flags out, of course. There, Ralph Boschung might just have won Felipe Drugovic the second race victory of the weekend there, but we're still going to be close to the Brazilian as we head in towards the final corner. I don't care about that at the moment, Jeff. We're going to be gaining on Felipe Drugovic here, down in towards the final corner of the second race. We clip the grass, the back end kicks out, we can't do anything. We tried our hardest, but it's only going to be P2 in the end. GG's Drugovic. The move work there. We might be able to get the power down on the exit. It's looking at Porcher even just understeered out a little bit wide there on the exit of the corner, and now we might get a Hamilton Verstappen moment as we head up in towards the old turn 1. We actually hit the apex there, which Hamilton, of course, can't claim in real life, and we do make the move work. I'm at a 7th place now of this race, but there was really a sense. 20 minutes of light rain then. There's a real sense now that this comes down to the driver more than anything else. We've struggled to make huge impacts here so far this weekend. You know, you can make a couple of overtakes, but generally it takes a while to close up to the cars in front. Who now knows what's going to be possible here if you can find the grip and have some confidence. Far, it's put us ahead of Bent Viscal and Marcus Armstrong, which we might not have done without doing it. But one more lap to go
Final lap of the race.
of the Oscar Piastri F2 career mode. Like I said, what a season it's been. If you've watched all of this and yet still haven't given these F2 cars a go on F1 2021, I don't know what more I could do to try and recommend these things to you guys. They are an absolute just ball to drive. So much fun. So different to the F1 cars, and a much more raw driving experience as well. They keep you on your toes. Sometimes they're being a bit unpredictable, exactly like that. As Armstrong might have an open invitation there. We'll do the up and under on him though. It is going to be a drag race as we head down the back straightaway. Of course, he's going to have the DRS though, so we're just going to see the dams start to sneak in front once more. We'll duck back into the slipstream though of Marcus Armstrong, and are we going to be close enough to go for a send? He's going to go defensive, and these tyres, yeah, really are struggling here. We need to try and put the power down, get a good run out onto this second back straightaway here, but Schwartzman looks like he's just about doing enough at the front there. Sato trying to hang on. We're going to have a look back to the outside though of Marcus Armstrong here. Are we going to be able to get the car slowed down? Armstrong keeps the nose there, side by side in towards the final chicane of the race, and Armstrong, nothing he can do in that situation, has to back out of it. And it looks like as we round the final few corners then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, as long as we don't do anything stupid, it should be P7 there. But what a year it's been. I said about the halfway stage, you know, we were definitely in the championship drivers battle, but constructors, I think we were pretty much out of it. But Schwartzman, he hasn't exactly come on strong, but he's come on so much better in the second half of the year. He's going to finish it off with a win. That should mean we've done enough to beat High-Tech overall in the championship. We run horribly wide though in towards the final corner, and I think Armstrong has had us. It's only P8, but it's good enough for the double.
None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members, so a massive thank you to all of the names you see on your screens currently for helping support the channel. You can join them by clicking the join button down below, and yeah, thank you once again to everyone that continues all the insane support on my work.